Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Aries. Okay, this is kind of ironic, but it's kind of funny at the same time. You have somebody obsessed with wanting to take a leap towards a relationship, Four of Wands, which is a twin flame. You got the Emperor wanting to do that. That's their wish fulfillment. On the other hand, you have an Empress trying to close a cycle and end it and leave somebody out in the cold. You have one that's ready to jump in and the other is ready to run for the hills. Okay. Now, runner, chaser, runner, chaser, runner, chaser. That's what this is about. Okay. So with that Nine of Wands, that's the wounded warrior. And I feel like whoever has the karmic here, the other person is the wounded warrior. And usually it is the Empress that goes through this. Not always, but most of the time. Very guarded and defensive, needing to see something from a different perspective. So there will be equal give and take and a choice being made to work on the situation. Okay, so Aries, I feel like you guys are in the throes of this, and this is runner chaser. But somebody's going to see that they have to, this is what's meant to be, they're on their path. Now, along with being a twin flame, guys, you're going to know, and how you're going to know is, for one thing, you can't get the person out of your head. They're in your head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can't stop thinking about this person. But another thing is your clairs kick in. So if you're an empath in the beginning, and you're as a child, you're an empath or claircognizant, clairvoyant, then your clairaudience going to kick in, and then your third eye is going to open, and then it progresses as you go along. From being, for me, I started out as empathic and claircognizant, and then my clairaudience clicked in. Then like I said, my third eye opened, and then I began to communicate with the other side. And now I'm a medium. I can communicate with the other side, not just my guides and guardians, but others on the other side. And then also I channel. So, it's a lot, but there's a purpose for it. Okay. Taurus. So I feel like there's a tower in a relationship. So shit's hitting the fan in a relationship. And there's an opportunity for somebody to walk away to have a new beginning. I feel like okay. I feel like this is a separation of a mother and a father, because I feel like this person could be pregnant. This is somebody who may be pregnant and working on a family situation. So I feel like it's not necessarily an Empress energy, but I feel like you're leaving somebody behind and you're working on a new beginning, but it has to do with being maybe possibly a single parent. You're blocking somebody from the harsh truth is you're blocking somebody from the past. So even if you're pregnant with their child, you're not dealing with this person at the moment. I don't know if you have children with this person or if you're pregnant with this person's child, but you're blocking somebody. You may have your reasons. It's not saying what that reason is, but you're leaving somebody behind. Gemini. So I feel like you're communicating to an Aries, Leo, Sag that there's some back and forth communication about you wanting to be with somebody. You want to rush in to a commitment. You're ready to jump into a commitment. I feel like you're tired of waiting for love. Like you're discontent. You're telling somebody how unhappy you are waiting for a new beginning in love. So, Gemini, you don't want somebody to think you're desperate. That's what I feel like it, because you're needing strength to build, right? But you're trapped in your head to see if you see somebody, for somebody to see that you're that obsessed. Okay, so you don't want somebody to think you're obsessed. You don't want to come across as needy. And that's kind of your fear here, but you're tired of waiting for love. I believe you're talking to a friend like, look, I'm ready to just jump in. I'm ready to just jump in because I'm tired of being alone or tired of not having somebody to, share things with, that kind of thing. Cancer. I feel like justice and an ending could be a divorce. This could be a husband. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a husband. Could be any sign if this is somebody you're married to. This is somebody that from the past that you are no longer speaking with and you have closed a cycle on. It's almost like I feel like the reason you block this person is because they want to argue about the relationship. They want to fight about the relationship, a relationship which is over. It's done. So you have a relationship where you may have gotten a divorce, and this person wants to always call you and fight about the relationship that you're not even in anymore. And so this is why you're no longer speaking to this person. You've closed the cycle of this person, right? They want to... This person's not going to stop, Cancer. They're not going to stop because they want an opportunity to communicate and come out of the cold. They've done some soul searching. And they've cut out the third party. They've made their choice. I feel like they're a day late and a dollar short. That's what I'm feeling like. They've done soul searching. They've cut out the third party. and they've made a choice. But the choice is over with. It's done. With that world card, you close the door on this. They can want and want, you know, it's like they may want it, but they're not going to get it, right? You've already closed the cycle. Now, what I think masculines don't understand, I'm going to say men don't understand about women, is when women see that there's a problem in the relationship and you don't fix it, when they're ready to leave and they won't come back, that's when a man will try to start fixing the situation. But you've divorced this person or left them out in the cold and you've blocked them and you don't want them back. And them dumping the third party, that's on them. But you're not willing to take this person back. Leo. No. So you see the harsh truth about the Queen of Swords. You have a victory being single because it's going to come out that they betrayed you with a third party. You're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads, like you don't want to believe it, but I feel like what you saw and what you're going to find out is two different things. You saw the harsh truth. You're looking back at past mistakes. Oh. Here's the problem. You saw something in a person. I feel like, first of all, Leo, you left somebody because you thought they weren't a good person. You know, whatever the case may be, and looking back at past mistakes, and I want to say those past mistakes for you were red flags when it came to love, because you waited for your wish fulfillment. You wanted this to work with this person. So you're looking back, you didn't see the red flags. You didn't see that this person was not a good person, right? Because you're at a crossroads thinking it would transform, but you're going to actually find out that there was even more going on than you realized. They betrayed you with a third party. I don't feel like you realize that in this. I feel like you left this person just because, you know, they were just an inherently bad person, you know, whatever their character came out. You know how sometimes in the beginning everybody's on their best behavior, but after a while things start oozing to the top, and that's where I feel like that's what caused you to walk away. Virgo. Virgo, you're coming in the center of the read, so this is reflecting you. This is about you. You have an opportunity for a victory moving forward. It's almost like you have the strength to do this. Someone has strong opinions about what you're doing and how you're doing it. They have strong emotions being offered because of a choice to work on something. And it's coming from a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You've been guarded and defensive for a long time, and now you're taking that leap towards your happiness. Okay, so you have either this is your mate, your person is an Aries, Leo, Sag, and they kind of condemn what you want to do or whatever it is that you're working on, right? They don't want you to work on it. They have strong opinions about your choice of work or what you're doing, but you're doing what you want to do and you're going to gain a victory. You've kind of resisted, could have been resisted for a long time because of this person's opinion. You resisted what you wanted. Now you're taking that leap towards your happiness. So you're like, dude, do you, I'm going to do me. It's kind of like somebody trying to tell you how to cut your hair. You know, you let them choose what they want to do for a living and you do what you want to do. Libra. Who's at a crossroads? Okay, Libra, you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. You have a Queen of Wands, third party watching you. You're at the center of the read as a pre-Empress energy. They're resisting the manipulation, the mind games and the manipulation. Or you're resisting it. They see that it doesn't work on you. They see that their bullshit's not working on you. Because you're able to have equal give and take with the Emperor energy. You're able to see whatever they're doing is not working, Libra. Whatever they're doing, what they're watching you, they're watching the pre-Empress. You know, their manipulation, you're resisting the manipulation. You're able to resist it. You have one wand left. You've been through a lot of battles with this person, but you're getting equal give and take with the Emperor energy. This person's going to end and move on because you gained the victory here. You're just waiting to take that leap of faith. So here's the thing. You've overcome whatever obstacle that this biatch has tried to put on you. Scorpio. So you're wishing to move on and end something. You're ready to leave something out in the cold. Has to do with a relationship. See, you're wishing to move forward and end something. You're doing the soul searching about a relationship. You want to leave this out in the cold. You regret taking that leap to a new passionate beginning. You regretted being with this person. So it's almost like you maybe having, I don't know, the second day by, what is that called? The walk of shame. But, Scorpio, oh my goodness, you make me laugh. Okay, so what's happening is you're just ready to move on from something. Okay, Scorpio, you had a night of passion that you regret. You regret taking that leap to a new passionate beginning. You're back and forth on whether or not somebody's going to judge you. Queen of Cups. And all you're doing, so you're wishing to lie. You're wishing to lie about this. So, you know, it's like if somebody tells you, ask you, you're going to say, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Like, no, that's the walk of shame. That's right there is the walk of shame. Okay. Sagittarius. So there's a family situation and somebody wants an opportunity to take a step back and look at the bigger picture to try to get more clarity about the relationship. Okay. Maybe it's Sagittarius. Oh. Sagittarius, this may be you. You might be dating somebody new and you're getting more clarity about a relationship with the Queen of Swords. So this is somebody from the past that a past love. This is a past love of your partner. But this person's playing a lot of mind games and manipulating the situation. And for you, if you have a strong relationship with this person, you want an opportunity to take a step back and really take a look at things, right? You know, I feel like because you want clarity about the relationship with the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Or this could be your partner. Sagittarius, you're coming in as the person that they want to actually find out about the relationship between you and your ex. So a new partner. Right? There's burdens on you, right? You're not, because you didn't tell. See, this, the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the one who's wanting to have an opportunity to look at the bigger picture, wanting to know about the relationship between you and the Queen of Swords, right? This is a past love, right? The burden is that you didn't tell this person. Now this person's pissed. Didn't tell your wife. I'm going to tell this is a problem. You married this person, Sagittarius, and you didn't tell them about this Queen of Swords? Oh, you in the doghouse, Sagittarius. You in the doghouse. The burden is you didn't tell this person. You didn't tell the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a wife because you're sitting next to her as the King of Pentacles. Oh, honey, I didn't mention my ex. Oh, that could get you in some deep shit. Okay, Capricorn. Got a lot of players here. Capricorn, I feel like there was a cycle that closed. But you have an Empress energy. Someone's still holding on, having regrets for moving forward to a new beginning. They may have betrayed you and you're mastering your emotions, whether or not you'll reconcile. So whatever, it was a painful ending, whatever the case may be, this person may have left you and you felt betrayed by them. Now, betrayal doesn't always mean a third party. In this case, it might, because I see a lot of players here. You feel betrayed trying to master your emotions. this other person's mastering their emotions as well, or you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This person's trying to see things from a different perspective. That's an Empress energy, trying to see something from a different perspective. You're in your emotions about this. Now, this could be you. I feel you're more the masculine here, though. You could be the feminine. Take it how it resonates with you. I feel like what happened in this case was your person closed the cycle. They did betray you. They betrayed you with an Aries, Leo, Sag. And they were very cold and calculated when they did it. But I feel like this person's seeing something from a different perspective because they cut this person off. The Queen of Swords can cut somebody out, right? Because the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands. The King of Wands was playing mind games and manipulating somebody. So you have somebody leaving a relationship behind, then instantly regretting it, but then trying to come back towards you, Capricorn, and you're in your emotions about this. You're trapped in your head, out in the cold, waiting for your wish fulfillment. So I feel like you might want this person back, but I feel like this is a makeup, or this is a breakup and a makeup, but there's somebody that was manipulating the situation in between. Okay, Aquarius. Someone's trying to recover equal give and take. They're trying to come back to, it's like trying to come back to the middle. The harsh truth is there was a lot of drama and past mistakes. There were a lot of past mistakes made in this relationship. 10 of Pentacles, something long-term and committed. You could have been married. That made you very unhappy in the past. You're communicating with a Aries, Leo, Sag. You're talking about this situation. There's still love there, but there's a burden. I feel like there's a burden. It's like, okay. Aquarius, if you are with somebody that you feel that there was a lot of nonsense happening in the past and you were discontent, I feel like you're married to this person that left you very unhappy in the past. And you're communicating to this person that you still love them, right? But there's a burden of whether or not they'll resist the mind games, the manipulation. It's almost like, I love you, but I'm not going to put up with the nonsense that you've brought into this relationship. So hopefully they will work that out. It's almost like needing to go a 12-step program or something. Pisces. Pisces, I don't know if you're the Emperor or the Empress here, but there's a third party. You could be the Emperor here in this case, and the person that you're dealing with could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, Empress. It could go that way as well. I feel like with that Five of Cups, having regret or remorse about a relationship. I feel like there's communication here. It's illuminating there's some back and forth between the two of you. The back and forth is between the Empress and the Emperor about a new beginning. So you're communicating about a new beginning. But there was betrayal. There was betrayal in this relationship, 10 of Swords. And a choice had to be made, but somebody wants clarity. Tell me about this moon. Okay. Somebody wants clarity that the drama is over, that you've cut out. They have strong emotions. Strong emotions. They're voicing their opinion quite loudly that the drama has been cut out. Okay? There's no more bullshit. They've needed strength for a long time. So this person has needed strength for a long time to say speak their strong emotions, right? They're wanting clarity of a choice, that you've cut somebody out. You've, like, this is done. Like, if you're coming back, then no more bullshit from the past. We're not going around that mountain again, is what you're telling them. What they may be telling you, because I feel like the Empress is the one telling the Emperor that, and I feel like Pisces, you're the Emperor in this case. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.